One of the major problems that most men face when it comes to dealing with women is the mind games that come with it. Women enjoy playing mind games so much. And the reason why they play these mind games is to have power over you. Women basically want to have power over you, especially when they notice that you like them. So, for example, this girl is nice to you, this girl is friendly to you today. Then the next day, she begins to act crude. And in your mind, you're wondering, what is wrong? The reason why she's doing all these things is to make you to chase more, is to make you to chase her aggressively. Because the more you chase her, the more power she has over you. So basically, it's more of a power struggle. It's more of a power strategy over you. She wants to have control and power over you. Because if a woman has control over you, she will be able to control your emotions. And most importantly, she will be able to control your resources. Because when she takes away those attention she gives to you, when she begins to act cold, when she begins to play this hot and cold game on you, you feel that need to desire her more. You feel that need to want her more. And that is when she gets a hold of you. Now, I want to teach you guys how to outsmart these women, how to win them at their own game. Now, the very first thing you have to do to outsmart women who play mind games with your heart is don't let their actions dictate your emotions. Yes, because once you allow them to control your emotions with all these mind games they're playing, they've gotten you where they want you. For example, you took this girl out on a date. Everything went well. She was calling you, she was texting you, she was acting all nice. Then all of a sudden, she stops replying to your text. When you call her, she takes hours before she even calls back. When you text her, she takes days or even many hours before she texts back. And in your mind, you're wondering, what is wrong? Everything was okay when me and this girl met last time. So what is wrong? And the next thing you start doing is you begin to pursue her more. You start texting her, bombarding her with texts, calling her friends to help you, call her, begging her, telling her, babe, what did I do this time? I hope all is well. Please forgive me. Whether I've wronged you or not, please forgive me. When you begin to react emotionally, respond to these mind games emotionally, the woman will be like, wow, I've gotten this guy where I want him. Now I can now play the game with him because she now knows that you are falling into her trap. Once you act emotionally, when women start to play their mind games, they've gotten you where they want you. And that is when they will actually show you what the true mind game is. Because at that point, they will not be confident that if I play these mind games, this guy will always try his best to win me back. And that will become a cycle. So don't react emotionally. Simply be calm, ignore her. Whenever she's ready to text you back, then she will text you back. The next thing you have to do to win women at this game is communicate openly. Now, there could be many reasons why a woman's attitude towards you changes. It could either be that you did something wrong to her and she doesn't know how to tell you, or she just playing mind games. She just play unnecessary mind games. Now, it's your job as a man to sit that woman down, especially if this is a woman you like. You sit her down and tell her, babe, you've not been responding to my texts for some days now. You've not been calling me. You've been acting cold towards me for some days now. What's wrong? Did I do anything bad? Did I offend you? What is the cause of this? Now, if that woman is a mature woman too, she will tell you, babe, this is what you did. And you will apologize to her. And that will end things. But if this is a woman who enjoys the thrill of playing mind games, that communication will not even help others because she'll still keep playing those mind games. This is why it's very advisable to detect if a woman enjoys playing mind games very early in that relationship. Because if you fall in love, deeply in love with a woman who loves to play mind games, you will find yourself struggling to survive in that relationship. because you fell in love with a woman who enjoys playing with your heart, playing with your mind. You will never be at peace in that relationship. Your mental health will be degraded because that woman will mess you up mentally. So never fall in love with a woman who enjoys playing mind games. From the onset, try your best to check if this is a woman who loves to play mind games. And once you discover that she's a woman who loves to play mind games, you stay away from her. The third thing you must do is you must have options and live an interesting life. Because one of the major reasons why most men fall victim to women's mind games is because they don't have options. And once the woman discovers that you don't have options, she'll play you, she'll play with your heart, she'll play with your mind, she will toy with you to the last of her capability. But when a woman knows that you are a guy who can easily walk away, you are a guy who can easily leave her because you have options, you have an interesting life, she will respect herself. Women only play mind games with men who they know struggle with leaving them. If a woman knows that you will struggle leaving her, she'll play mind games with you because she knows that you will tolerate it all. You will tolerate all those mind games. For example, she has not called you back after you called her 2 days ago and you are still begging her to call you back. What do you think that this woman will do? She will see you as a man who doesn't have options. Because if you had options, once a girl begins to misbehave, you ignore her. And because you have other fallback girls, you have other fallback options, you have an interesting life. She has not responded to your text. You have about three other girls you are texting. Make sure you have fallback options. In whatever you're doing with a woman, as long as it's not marriage, have fallback options. Especially when you are doing something new with a girl. Don't put all your hope in one girl because these girls can mess you up emotionally, psychologically, and mentally. Now, the last one is set boundaries. If you're a man who doesn't set boundaries, these girls will go bonkers. They will useless your life. They will mistreat you. They will play games to the last because they know that you are a man who can tolerate it. The more you tolerate these mind games from women, the more they play it because they will see you as a man who is weak. If a girl begins to play mind games with you, tell her, see, babe, I have not done anything wrong to you. I'm not sure, to my knowledge, I've not done. But if I've done anything wrong to you, it's your job to tell me. See, you guys have to learn to communicate with these women in a very mature way, in a way that even if that girl loves to play mind games, once you communicate to her and set these boundaries, she'll feel discouraged to even play these mind games with you, or she will feel discouraged with even continuing dating you because she'll be like, this guy doesn't tolerate this rubbish. Let me go and find a man who will tolerate all this rubbish. Now, you sit down and tell her, I like you, I want to date you. But if you keep playing these mind games, or if you repeat these mind games again, I'm going to break up with you. And I'm not kidding. Now, it's not just about setting boundaries. It's also about enforcing it. Once that woman does something again you don't like, you tell her, see, I'm done. If a woman is not certain that you can walk away from her, that you can break up with her when she plays these mind games, she'll keep playing it. Yes? For example, you threaten a girl, if you do this thing again, I'm going to break up with you. And she does it again because she'll do it again. She will do it again to test you. Women love to test men's ability to tolerate their rubbish. So if you threaten her or set a boundary that if you do this again, I'm going to break up with you, that woman will try everything in her power to do that thing, to see what you do. And once you tolerate her again, she will see you as a foolish man who is weak. But if she does it again and you break up with her, you ignore her for 1 week, 2 weeks, she will not be the one begging you to come back. And once you are back, you give her that warning. If you try this again, I'm gone for good. In her mind, she will know that you are not kidding. You are not playing. And she will respect herself. This is how you outsmart women when they play these their rubbish mind games.